Welcome to 54 Nights RV. This year we are taking our biggest adventure yet.
Journey across the American West and into the breathtaking Pacific Northwest.
From the rugged beauty of Arizona's deserts
to the towering forests of Washington and Oregon.
Along the way, we'll explore legendary national parks, hidden gems, historic sites, and a few unexpected surprises.
Whether you're an RVer, an adventurer, or just love seeing new places, join us for unforgettable landscapes, helpful travel tips, and plenty of memories on the road. Subscribe and ride along.
The adventure is now.
We're gonna cruise into the park this morning and do a whole lot of nothing. Maybe wander around the lodge area, check out the lodge. I do have some mail I need to drop off if there's a mailbox out here. I think there is. We'll find out.
We just have our tennis shoes on this morning. Anyway.
This morning, yeah. Yeah, we're just dancing around in our tennis shoes this morning. Just expect to be walking a lot of pavement. Then maybe this afternoon, maybe we'll go ahead and do some more of the rim trail. I don't know. We don't know. We're just going with the flow this morning. We stayed in this campground 20 years ago. We had the pop-up camper. It's a national park campground, Desert View campground is what this one is. This is at the far eastern reaches of Grand Canyon National Park. It's your typical national park campground, no hookups, just a place to park it. If I remember right, when we stayed here, they had restrictions on water usage at the bathhouse even. There were signs all over because, water is piped in from the other side of the Grand Canyon from the sign we saw yesterday, right?
Yeah, we even saw the tank, the holding tank.
It's a very, I like this campground. I really do. If you're over 30 feet, you can't get in it. It's looks like, there's some spots in here that seriously larger rigs could probably fit. But I think there's
This one right here.
Yeah, I think there's some overhangs and trees and some tight turns that would potentially cause you some heartache. The downside to this campground is, although it is in the national park, you are further away from Grand Canyon Village and all that. You're 25 miles away from that, still in the campground or in the national park. So it's not an ideal location.
It does bring back memories.
It does. We were in the pop-up camper and we hiked, what is that, Bright Angel Trail or whatever that is?
I think so.
We hiked down into the canyon one day and came out, and since there was, strict water restrictions at the bathhouse, at the restrooms, not a bathhouse. It's just restrooms. We had hiked that trail and then come out and took a shower down at the villages at Grand Canyon Village, and then come back.
Well, that was like June, right?
Yeah, we stayed here in June. It was, I think, the middle of June is when we stayed out here in the pop-up.
And we're here in May right now.
Yeah, but I mean, even middle of June in the pop-up, you know, with no hookups, you know, of course, it's the pop-up is like a tent.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You got airflow, probably
Just
even
in-
more so than the tent because they're up.
just in case we haven't mentioned it before, we loved our pop-up.
Yes. Wouldn't go back. I mean, if
But we
had a
would do it
choice,
every
but-
now and then.
Oh yeah,
Without it.
definitely.
Took this long drive this morning, just kind of on a whim. We've been here, but not on this trip. So what the heck? And there's two things that are jarringly, I mean, in your face. Not that this is not political. This is a question that I have to ponder. This is our third national park on this road trip, and not the first time that we've seen certain areas, buildings, museums, etc., closed.
This one said due to circumstances.
Yeah, which you know what the circumstances are. It just makes me wonder the remainder of this trip, how much are we going to miss out on because of, air quotes, circumstances. We finished off the day, went over, I think our first stop was Verkamps, in the visitor center and park store. Up until 1976, it was actually owned and operated by the Verkamps, the family. I think it was in 1905 or 6 or something like that when the guy first started selling stuff here, and then it eventually built the store and operated it until 1976. Our next stop was the Hopi House, which was, Terry pointed out that the plantations back in the 1700s and 1800s were built better than this place. It was built in the early 1900s. Yeah. But it was interesting nonetheless. I can't remember the lady's name, and she's all over
Mary
the
Colton?
That's it, Mary Colton. She's better at this than I am.
Yeah, whatever.
She designed a lot of the structures out here, even down to just a fireplace in one of the hotels here was designed by her. And the Hopi House was one of them.
And designed after the Hopi Indian tribe.
Right.
The way they did things, the way they built things. So
really interesting stop, and a lot of Native American artwork and stuff in there for sale.
Pottery.
El Tovar Hotel. Just your classic, national park type lodge. We went inside, walked around, in the entrance of it for a little bit.
Had the old-timey, I don't know if you noticed the key back at where you check in. They had the little boxes, old-timey boxes where you would put the keys.
Oh.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
That's cool. The lookout studio, which was really cool. That's where we went upstairs on the balcony and got to look out over the Grand Canyon from the balcony. Just another store, really. The Kolb studio and another store. They, people talk about theme parks have gift shops at the end of every ride.
Grand Canyon fits,
oh my gosh,
yeah.
there's five or six gift shops just within a rock's throw where we're parked right now next to Verkamps.
And we enjoy them. We do like to walk in. I mean, we don't hardly ever buy anything, but we like to walk around and look at stuff.
But the Kolb studio tour was pretty interesting. I mean, these were a pair of brothers that
kind of had a falling out.
but they
went
had
different ways.
They did photography and filming and
carried a canoe down into there, all the way down there and back up to take pictures.
Very interesting stop. Just the short story that they gave you. A lot of teasers in this area that make you want to learn more.
And they have a lot of books for sale about this stuff. So the teasers help that. It does make you want to buy them.
Even stepped inside Bright Angel Lodge. Park store. Go figure. I think that's the one where it had the Harvey Girls stuff in it.
No, yeah.
Pretty interesting.
With Judy Garland.
That
was in the movie.
But I mean, the Harvey Girls were a thing. I think Bob Hope said something about had Will Rogers. Had some it was part of his routine talking about them. So, anyway, really interesting stop.
Oh, and that same building also had like the women of the time of the era back then and what they accomplished, and they had some women that had to be fluent in Spanish, and they had to have a lot of education and about this area, and they would there were 4 of them initially, and they would bring people up here, and they would be tour guides. I don't think you read that part, and it was really interesting how much they had to know, and just the part that women have in the shaping of this area. So it was pretty cool. Not the shaping of the Grand Canyon, because I mean that was done by God, but and a river.
Sitting at the edge of the Grand Canyon, go figure. Another day of this. We were going.
You said that like you don't like it.
I'm tired, and I don't. Cold. I am so over cold right now.
So you really? Like oh, you mean another day of this, as in the cold, not as in being here. Okay, I was confused because I knew you're having fun.
I'm so over this cold, and now it's wet. I mean, the plan this morning was to get on Bright Angel Trail, go down to
Indian River,
the Gardens, Indian Gardens.
Oh, okay.
And that's 4.5 miles down. We don't talk about the 4.5 back.
Because once you get down there, you're stuck, and so then you can think about that.
Yeah. That was the plan. That is anywhere from a 6 to a 9 hour hike, depending on how you're feeling on the way back up. But about 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, rain rolled in.
Yep, and it didn't really stop.
And it hasn't stopped. It's still going right now. It's supposed to stop around noon-ish, and it is currently around 11-ish.
Oh, wow. So we would be getting back after dark if we did it now, possibly.
Right.
Oh, man. So we're not going to go all the way.
No,
for sure.
We may go to the second rest stop, which is 6 miles.
Wait, you said...
Altogether, 3 miles down.
Oh, okay.
3 miles down, 3 miles back up. So at the 3 mile mark is the second rest stop. We may go that far. We may not. I mean, it's just kind of a play it by ear type thing this morning. The sun keeps coming out in
it's just
bits
a
and pieces.
Yeah.
But we are going to go hike below the rim for a ways just to get the look from a different angle.
We've done it before, but not on a cloudy day. This is kind of cool.
I don't like it. It's cold.
Can't handle the cold. He likes the hot. I do not like the hot. I did not like when we went underneath below the rim on the last trip in June. That was horrible.
It was not horrible.
It was
much more pleasant than this.
Oh, this is more pleasant. And it gets warmer. By the way, it gets warmer when you go down into the canyon. So just keep that in mind if you're ever out here and you want to go down. If it's a hot day, it's going to get hotter as you go down. And if it's a cold day, it's going to get warmer as you go down. That's perfect. You like warm.
Then as you come back up, it's going to get colder.
Yeah, but you know what? You're not going to feel it because you're going to have been going up for 4 miles, 3 miles.
Make up your mind.
Been around you too long.
It's cold outside. Cold is not good. I came to Arizona to get away from the cold.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, really? It's not what you told me. You said, we're going to stay in this campground in Arizona, and it's going to be, we won't even have to use air conditioning. It's going to be in the 60s.
Yeah, but it's a cold 60s.
60s.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country.
How was it? How was that?
That was freaking fantastic. I feel so good. It was the weather. It just feels so good.
I believe, if the signs don't lie and my GPS on the watch don't lie, that was a 21-foot elevation gain in the span of about 3 miles, roughly 3 miles. We went down to the 3 mile point, and it's
A little bit past there.
I think it's a little bit more than 3 miles to get down there, but beautiful, beautiful hike.
So mountain goat on the path. We had to wait for him kind of to get over a little bit so we could go behind him.
You know, it's the opposite of your mountain hikes. I mean, it seems obvious, but sometimes you really don't think about it. You think you're going on a hike.
Well, it felt so good going down. I mean, it's so easy. So easy. Then you see the people coming up that are red-faced, even like the teenagers, red faces and look like they're about to die. And it's like, oh, should we be doing this?
I think the last quarter mile coming up was probably it wasn't the steepest section, but for a quarter mile it was very steep, and you combine that with the almost home that's going through your head, which makes it that much worse.
But you go up really fast. Like, it's amazing how fast you go up. And so you're like looking up, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so far up. And then a few minutes later, you're like, wow, it's not as far up anymore. I mean, you really, that elevation gain, like you said, is fast, but it also feels good because you're accomplishing.
Yeah. Yep. So we met some interesting people.
Yeah, we met some awesome. I love hikers.
It's just part of the hiking community.
And when you're hiking, there's no politics, and everybody's equal.
Okay.
I mean,
you say there's no politics. Most 99.8% of the
true.
time, there are no politics.
That's true.
Which makes life nice. But met a couple from Texas that they were finishing up the rim to rim trail.
Spent a couple of nights down at the bottom.
Yeah, down at the ranch. They spent 2 nights at the ranch, and we're coming back up. I meant to ask logistically how all that works out. I know they said there was 2 other couples.
I think they were one of four couples.
One of four couples that were doing this. And I just wonder logistically, I mean, because it's a long ways to drive from the South Canyon, South Rim over to the North Rim.
I was wondering that. Yeah.
I should have asked, but I mean, things you don't think about. Then we met a park ranger, a very talkative park ranger, volunteer. I'm sorry, he wasn't a park ranger. He was a park volunteer.
Well, to be fair, I talked to him first. I told him that I want to put in a request to get rid of the steps. yeah, those steps they're killers. He was awesome.
But he was fun to talk to. He's actually in the one of the hiking safety videos for this park.
He's a volunteer.
So that was cool. Well, I'm gonna go get Mom something to eat. We'll catch y'all down the trail.